So a quick recap of setting up front of house for a small breakout room. We have our console, we have our inputs run. So in this instance, it is a podium mic, the wireless mic, the podium PCDI, in case there's a laptop, and the front of house PCDI, which is right here. Got it. Okay, quickly look at the console. It's all over the place. So quickly zero everything out. Okay, I'm going to set my master. I'm going to look at it. All the way to the right is 0. So I know that's my, my 0 point on it. Everything's zeroed out. All the buttons, all the pads are out. The only thing I have engaged is phantom power, and phantom power is what is needed to power up the podium mic. Quickly looking over here, I look at my SLX, and I'm seeing that it's powered up. Everything's good. It's connected, it's powered up, antennas are in. I noticed that it's set at group 2, channel 11. So I grab my handheld, turn my handheld on. My handheld is group 2, channel 12. The two aren't going to talk to each other. So I'm going to set this down real quick, open up the bottom. On the bottom is the sync infrared. On the front of this unit is the sync infrared. You're going to press and hold it, and hold this about 6 to 8 inches away. Press it, let it go. And they're both matched up. Hopefully you can see it. 211 and 211. I could talk into it right now, and I see some signal moving. So right now I've got good connectivity. Now quickly, I'm also going to look at the lav belt pack. I'm going to power it up on top. Check it out as well. It's on channel 2.3. I want to get it to 211. You open the front of the unit. Here's where the little sync infrared is at. Oh, lost the power cable. So power this back up again.
Chris, it might be worth mentioning whether or not you can have both of those on and functioning at the same time.
I was actually going to get to that right after I dial it in. So I already have the other unit muted, the handheld. I go back to this, the belt pack. You're looking at it, 211 and 2.3. I want to have this one synced up with the belt pack synced up with the receiver. So again, holding the sync button, holding the unit close by. It said it's ready. I look at both of them, they're both set up. So most importantly, you don't want to have both units powered up and on at the same time because they're both competing for the same reception on this unit. So you'll end up having a really bizarre sound coming out of it. The reason why I want to have both of them is you may have some presenters that want to use the handheld for Q&A, and you may have another presenter that may want to walk around and have a lavalier on, kind of like I have through this presentation. So I'm going to power the lavalier off. I'm going to power this unit off because I'm not using either of them right now. Quickly to recap, we've got our inputs, which is our podium, our lav, our PCDI that's at the podium, and our PCDI at front of house. You want to mark them so there's a consistency across each room and so that you know where stuff is inputted at. You're going to look over on each one of these channels that the 0 mark is all the way to your right, about 3 o'clock. So that's where we're going to want to have all these laid out to, so that when you go to grab a channel, you know you're going to go right to 0 and it's going to sound good. And that's a quick recap of setting up the front of house for a small breakout room.